Hey everyone, I just wanted to come on and give you a little update about things that have been going on for me. I know I haven't really been around, I haven't shown up on any kind of social media, especially with videos or anything like that. And I just kind of wanted to let you know where I've been and what's really been going on because I think it's kind of important. And I know a lot of people have asked, so I just wanted to just kind of give you a little an update. I've spent the last several weeks, probably about 3 or so, ever since I had that mishap and had to go to the hospital because of the brain swelling, and Steve thought I was having a stroke and all. It was just a total mess. During that time and right after is when I started to experience some real hard feelings, real tough stuff, things that I hadn't expected I would ever experience. Just really difficult things, and things like contemplating my existence and questions about, like, can I even do this? And am I telling the truth to people, or am I just making this all up? Like, can I do this? Can I really do this? And you know, I wanted to tell myself that I was making a difference in people's lives, but I would second guess myself and I'd go back and forth about, if I could do this, can I do this? I mean, people don't do this. And it was a really hard back and forth. Plus I was getting really exhausted with the end of chemo, and I'm still doing chemo right now. But I often wondered, am I just full of myself? What have I been saying to people? Is this even true? And it was really rough. And at the time, and even now, I didn't know that there was stages to cancer, and how you react to it and what it feels like. But I learned all that, and it's a hard lesson to learn when you start going back and forth and wondering what the hell is happening. Am I doing good stuff? Am I not doing good stuff? Am I supposed to be here? Am I not supposed to be here? So it was really rough, and it still is. But some really great stuff has come down the path here, and it's really helped me out. So that was a hard place to be. Didn't like it. And now I'm starting to coming out the other side, and that is what I want. And I'm sure that's what you want to hear. So you're getting that now. I wanted to let you know I joined the Run to Change Lives Facebook group. It's actually an online virtual thing they share. It's a lot of mental health stuff, and it's really got me back into running. So now I'm running. I'm running about a 15-minute mile right now, which is enormous. I didn't think I'd be running for like weeks and weeks and weeks. I was so weak when I started, I couldn't even do it. But now that's happening, and that's been really great. There's other developments too. During this time, I was nominated by a friend, Craig Roush, and he nominated me through Riley's Ark. Riley's Ark is a really beautiful organization, hosted right out of, I think it's Castle Rock or Parker, depending on what you're looking at. And what they do is they spread joy through. They lost their daughter, and their daughter was very a joyful person, and that legacy lives on. And so the organization Riley's Ark is a place where people are learning to be where they are and spread joy for other people. There's lots of ways to volunteer. Gorgeous organization. I'm so excited to be a part of it, and I actually think that's going to be something that I'd like to look into a little bit more. They are spreading joys mostly for kids and families. And honestly, at first, it's something that I didn't think that I wanted to do. I didn't think I needed that. I don't need that. I don't need to be, catered to, or that's other people who need that more than me. But now I realize, I came to my senses, and it was during that same time when I was contemplating all this stuff, that there's lots of people who need this kind of stuff, especially when you're in this situation. And this was about creating memories for my family, treasure trove of things to look back on if necessary, and also that it's okay to be loved. And I guess I'm sorry, I don't mean to break down here a little bit, but um, I needed to accept that. I needed to accept that I need love, and that I needed to be loved, and that there's a gift in that. It's not just for me. It's not about me. It's about everyone else who's supporting me, who's being a part of this, and I'm truly humbled by Riley's arc as well, and everyone who's holding us in their thoughts and prayers. So we're super excited. We're going on they're sending us on a fishing trip and a VRBO weekend in the mountains, and I'm sure it will create some great memories for my kids, and my mother will be coming too, because she's a caregiver in this whole situation as well. So we're going fishing as well, which is really cool. So that's wonderful. Also, during this time, I was offered by my husband's company. They were looking for philanthropy to support, and they are Contour Services is the name of the company where Steve works, and they are going to support and host a website for me. And to help me with my philanthropic efforts. So that is really exciting. We're hoping to go live very soon on that. Let's see, something else too. Just so you know, I am also exploring the keto diet, which is something I never thought I would do. I was doing whole food diet right before I went down that spiral, and then I realized that I could be doing a ton more. And then I started to look into things. Apparently, there's lots of great research right now on glioblastoma and the use of the keto diet, because it starves the cancer cells of sugar, which is all up and coming. I'm not eligible for a lot of clinical trials because I've already had my surgery, and there aren't a lot of those around, and a lot of these trials, or even whatever you want to call them, studies, are really small. So it's not like something that I can just jump on board and have 100 people. So I'm very excited to start looking in. I actually am already trying the keto diet, but you'll see more about that on the website and my blog when I get there. So there's that. And I just also wanted to say, I want to thank you so much for sticking with me, even though I haven't been very responsive about lots of things. But many of you, I'm going to read off my little list here. Many of you have continued to inspire me, even when I don't respond to text messages or Marco Polos or messages on Facebook or anything like that. And I cannot thank you enough for keeping me in your thoughts and prayers. And for anyone that you know who is going through something like this, I want to tell you that it means a ton. And every message that you send, I'm sure if it's not for me, if you're doing it for somebody else, it's heard and it's needed, and you are spreading joy by doing that. It makes a huge difference in people's lives, even if they can't respond, and just to know that, again, that you're loved, and that people are thinking of you. I just can't tell you how much that has meant, even though I've been so quiet for the last several weeks. So all of your messages of encouragement, and your text messages. People send me little video messages all the time. They send me quotes, and they're just beautiful and gorgeous, and they're all the things that I need to hear, and I cannot thank you enough for doing that for me. I just can't. And the meals and the texts, everything, all the meals that we've done through the meal train, everything, it's been so helpful for my husband and for me and our kids. So it makes life easier. You think, oh, I don't need that. We really don't need a meal, but gosh, it's so great to have someone just step in, and then you don't have to think about it, and it seems like it's not a lot, but it's enormous. So I just want to thank you for that very, very, very much. Also, let's see, I'm almost finished with chemotherapy. This is my very last week. I have 6 weeks total of chemo and radiation, and after the 20th is my very last day, and after that I go for a 4-week break, and then after that 1 week every single month for during the 5 days, I will just get chemotherapy, and that's 6 months, 6 to 12 months, or even longer. I don't know how that's going to work. So there's that. Also, I want to show you that Riley's Arc, this is their hat that they just gave me, and I also want to show you what my hair looks like and how funny it comes out. So you can see my scar on this side, and you can look at the other side, how much different it is. You can see all that chemo and all the hair loss that I've had. So that's something to know. Hopefully I'll be getting a wig in the next couple of weeks. I know that sounds weird to even come out of my mouth, but I think that's something we're going to pursue. I think insurance covers some of that, because I will not have hair. I'll have to have no hair when I'm using the other device, which I think I've talked about before, which is Optune, which is a battery pack device, but you have to keep your head shaved all the time. So there's lots of things in the works, but I'm just so glad for you for being here and supporting me, and I cannot thank you enough. And I just wanted to just pop on and just let everybody know that you're in my thoughts and prayers too. And I know a lot of you are going through your own issues for other things, and I want you to know that I think about you as well. So whatever you're working through, you're in my thoughts and prayers. Even if you don't hear me and I don't say things, I just want you to know that I feel you, and that we're all doing what we need to do to make life better. And so let's just do it more. Let's spread that joy, and let's be some great people, and let's make the world a better place. So I want to thank you so much for everything. Thanks for always being here, and you make my world a better place every single day. You make a difference in my life every single day, and you make a place that I want to continue to come back to live here. I want to live, and you make that happen for me just by being you. So thank you. And I love you so much, more than you can imagine. I know it sounds goofy, but it's true. When you go through these kinds of experiences, you can't help but love, and others especially, if not yourself. But yeah, so thanks for everything, everybody. Take care. Have a great rest of your week, and just know I love you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.